Hello guys, welcome back to another yapping session with me.
I love yapping. Yapping is my favorite activity. There's nothing in the world that I love to do more than yapping. And I will yap in every situation.
Yapping is seriously super viral with Gen Z right now. Most of us will run into a friend, or even ourselves, yapping nonsense at literally any moment. But why did yapping become so viral? Today, let's find out through a psychological and brain-based lens. First, let's look at the origin of yap. It actually wasn't a slang word like it is now. It dates back to the 1600s. Back then, yap was used as an action referring to the sound of a dog barking. In terms of meaning, by 1886, it became more like a pretty harsh insult, referring to someone who keeps rambling and bringing up the same thing over and over way too much. Welp, I'm pretty sure moms haven't changed much in almost 200 years. The turning point came around mid-2023 and into 2024, when the word yapping became something TikTokers used to comfortably share all their interests and personal privacy. And from there, the phrase, "I'm a yapper," was born. At its core, yap is now done continuously to express interests and personal opinions. And there are even bros who are willing to spend a whole 6 hours in Minecraft just yapping. They can share about sexuality, interests, and even how they show up on Tinder.
Top the feeling of being wanted by somebody else. It's so good, dude. Oh my god.
And this is definitely the chair that every yapper. At its core, if you think yapping is just nonsense, then you are definitely wrong. Because according to the National Library of Medicine, in this article, sharing information about yourself can increase signals in the brain like the mesolimbic dopamine system, including the nucleus accumbens and ventral tegmental area. That means yapping makes us feel comfortable and releases more dopamine. There were even people who voluntarily gave up the experiment's reward money just to yap and satisfy that urge. And if you pay attention, yapping has now become a job. Yes, it has actually become a job on TikTok and short-form platforms today. There's even someone sharing how to yap successfully. And why are there people making $250K just by yapping? From what I know, the main way they make money is by subtly attaching affiliate products into random storytelling to stimulate their viewers, but in a way that feels authentic. This is a FaceTime effect, something that makes us feel like we're talking to them in the most everyday way possible. This is something industry and AI will never be able to do. Kinda hard to believe, right? At first, I planned to analyze yapping, but I didn't expect there to be a whole industry behind it. Even people who yap actually have better mental health too, because according to research by Jeffrey Hall from the University of Kansas, connection doesn't necessarily have to be deep to make us feel better and help us avoid rumination loops like, "Why did I say that?" or "What do they think about me?" Talking nonsense and telling random little stories like that actually helps us cut off negative thought loops. On average, a yapping session will last around 10 to 20 minutes, but with your bros, 1 to 2 hours is way too normal. It usually starts with 5 to 10 minutes of warming up, and the brain is trying to find each other's signals. Normally, we kind of throw bait at each other to see if anyone understands the joke. Depending on whether we bite each other's bait or not, the yapping begins. Time doesn't really matter. It only stops when both people get hungry or something interrupts halfway through. And if you invite your best friend over with full blankets, sheets, and snacks, then you can definitely talk all night. So why did yappers rise up? From what I've looked into, there are 3 reasons. The first reason is mental health. When issues like loneliness, pressure from comparing yourself to others, and pressure from society become bigger, people want communication even more. And with us Gen Z, it's not like we can always have deep conversations, so we talk in a playful, random, yapping way to make ourselves feel lighter. The second reason is the growth of social media. Yeah, create the problem and then sell the solution. We Gen Z compare ourselves more, but whatever goes viral on social media will influence us, and sometimes it can even shape a whole new lifestyle for us. For example, the way we find someone to date. In the past, our parents would get to know and flirt with each other through existing social networks. But now, no. We can meet a girl from Colombia studying in California, visiting Las Vegas, who also has a best friend from Thailand. So there's no unrealistic reason why a trend video can be replicated by tons of content creators and become a new lifestyle. The third reason, we have one thing that is way more obvious than previous generations. Even though our health has declined quite a lot compared to older generations, we are the generation that is most willing to share that we are mentally unstable. A very effective way to cry for help. We are willing to joke about our mental health, but we always have to say it in a funny way. This makes the problem feel less heavy through our own suggestion. "I'm cooked," "my brain is fried," or "we bawl" are the things we often say to ourselves the most. So we can conclude that we are living in a world that looks mentally full, but actually isn't. Everything becomes difficult in the kind of pressure we often run into when we doom scroll or deal with peer pressure. Of course, yapping also has its dark side. If you yap to the wrong person and there's no warm-up like the one above, you will definitely be called awkward or rude. And for influencers, yapping is a skill that needs to be learned. Yes, they need to learn it, and if you search online, you can find tutorials very easily. Along with that, this also goes hand in hand with the fact that things requiring deep conversation become harder. A serious issue will always be softened by us, and it can bring consequences we can't predict. And yapping also has many types, both beneficial and harmful, so if you're interested, I can make that in the next video. That's what I know about yapping and how it formed, based on my personal view and a few pieces of information picked up online. If you think I'm wrong, comment down below and let me know what content you want to hear next. I'll look at everything through a brain-based lens. Paw signing out, stay sharp, stay weird.